Welcome into the last Sunday morning prep rally of 2023. And boy, has the time flew by. Good morning, I'm Ashley Moore. And this time last week, we put a bow on the fall sports season by airing the top 9 plays of the fall season. But as we head into 2024, let's reflect on the top 9 plays from all of 2023. That's winter, spring, and fall included. And although I wasn't here for it all, that won't stop us from celebrating the biggest plays of the year. And we'll pick it up at number 9. It's Colorado Academy, who's working on state championship number 9 in a row. This team picked up their 8th consecutive state title over Regis Jesuit, and get this, their field hockey team just won state as well, so don't be surprised if they run it back. At 8 is a very familiar team, Smoky Hill, just so fun to watch. But watch Jalen Brown off the baseline. Ooh, was that a 360? We gotta see it again. Jalen, we see you. All right, so at 7 is the Gatorade Colorado Girls Track and Field Player of the Year, Emma Stutzman, who broke the record in both the 1600 and 3200 at the Class 5A state meet. Now, she also placed second in the 800. Over at 6, you saw her in the best fall moments. Marino hitter McKenna Sutter wins her 4th consecutive 1A state volleyball title, making history. And that means no one was ever to beat her when it mattered. Over at 5 is the 5A state championship, Broomfield's Marcus Vaughn hits us with the bicycle kick goal, and it don't get much better than that. Marcus helps Broomfield take home state title number 9. Well, at 4 is Walker Martin. Who remembers him? Not only did he help Eaton win the state championship, but just weeks later was selected 52nd overall in the 2nd round of the MLB draft by the San Francisco Giants. The shortstop is just the 10th highest pick ever from the state of Colorado. Well, at 3 are all consecutive three-peaters from Straight Wrestling, including wrestler turned gymnast, I see, Brady Collins from Ray, holding up the 3-piece sign. And speaking of a 3-piece, Thompson Valley's Jackson Raridan letting us know what's up by holding up his 3s. And then it was all smiles from Strasburg's Zach Marrero, who won his 3rd consecutive title. And rounding out the boys is Prairie View's Ane Vigil to go back to back to back. But before we move on to 2, don't forget about Perseus Gomez from Pomona. She won 3 straight, and this season has the chance to be the first girl to win 4 consecutive state titles. And I hear she can even beat some of the boys. But at 2, it's a big one. Number 1, Rock Canyon getting challenged by Regis Jesuit when Mac Terry says, He hits the step back, fade away, off one leg, and my Lord, on the buzzer beater. And the crowd goes wild, as they absolutely should. And that one is a moment in history. Of course, Blake Barnett to Kaveh Meredith to break Christian McCaffrey's record for all-time touchdowns in the state of Colorado 11-man football. And what a way to do it than our game of the week. Well, there you have it. Those are the top plays of the entire 2023 season, and I enjoyed covering them all. Well, as this year ends, I'm sure a lot of seniors are wondering what's next, which is a very valid question, especially for my football guys. I'm talking to the ones who didn't get the scholarship they wanted and played their final football games this past season. Well, odds are you probably want to stay around sports, whether that's in coaching, teaching, training, or even as a sports anchor. But one Boulder native did one even better. Went from being a 4-year varsity starter to becoming the DJ for the CU Buffs and Coach Prime almost 2 decades later.
Give me my theme music!
When you hear that music, you know what time it is.
I've always kind of been one to take over radio for sure.
But who's the guy spinning the records? A homegrown Boulder native who stepped up, beginning in the spring game, for the biggest story in college football.
Probably the most nervous I've ever been in my whole music career. And I just remember him saying, give me my theme music, and like me trembling and pushing the button on time and like feeling a relief behind it.
It doesn't get more Boulder than DJ Fedora, a 2005 graduate from Boulder Prep, who also played varsity football for the Fairview Knights all 4 years.
And I was good, you know what I'm saying? I was definitely good. We went to state twice. We never got it done, but we went twice. I was definitely one of those cats that people thought would have pursued it in college.
But music has always been in his blood.
It's about that time.
By way of dance, turned hallway DJ between the walls of Boulder Prep High.
In between classes, I was able to commandeer the radio, and I would, even back then, it's kind of what I do now. I would play music in between classes and like curate the vibe for the day.
Still very much ingrained in his high school roots, Fedora attends practices and mentors players at Fairview while also still giving back to Boulder Prep, and very close with his former science teacher, now headmaster.
And I remember going into his locker. He had the big binder of CDs, so I just like swiped all of his CDs. I wanted to get those ripped for my own music playlist.
Well, thanks to Miss Adeli and Fedora's love for music, the students have a new and improved music studio right on campus.
Now everything has come full circle, and the music and the artistry of who I am has come back into the sports arena and the sports world. I'm able to have both, you know, and it's just been a beautiful feeling. I'm more than blessed.
So we know what the Prime Effect has done for Boulder, but just how good has it been for DJ Fedora?
I mean, listen, you know, I got my own hoodie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I got my own hoodie, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything has been, you know, the Prime Effect has definitely amplified my life in every way.
Hey, shout out to DJ Fedora. That is a cool man right there. But hey, it's the Prime Effect. Now, reminder, we can't be everywhere, so if you're ever out of the game and see something you like featured on the Prep Rally, just send it over. That's all, folks. I'm Ashley Moore, and we'll see you next time right here on the 9 News Prep Rally.